Others in protest at the continuing ownership of the Glazer family, which has been in the spotlight this week in particular, with visits from two parties of potential bidders for the club. Casemiro suspended, Garnacho injured. Weghorst continues up front despite Stewart a haul of just 2 goals in 17 appearances for the club.
Yeah, he can rotate his position, but I think he will start up front. Rashford will come off that left-hand side, as Craig said, making those diagonal runs. Bruno Fernandes will play in the space just behind the main striker, and Sancho needs a good game down that right-hand side. And if
Manchester United unbeaten in their last 15 games against Fulham. They've been looking ahead of themselves rather than over their shoulders. And they are perfectly capable of causing a few problems for Manchester United. Depth on the cross towards Diop, who is still forward, and a helpful touch, much needed by David De Gea. It's a corner again.
he didn't quite get it to the far.
Here's Mitrovic, who's been very short of goals of late. Is in towards Pereira. And no visiting player will want to make an impact to get on the end of this corner. Which is headed out by
Just there to block his run.
Here comes the second corner in a row. A glancing header from Mitrovic, who appeals he was pushed in the air there. And making ground on the near side. Anthony Robinson. Slipping it for Mitrovic. And here's Willian. Move of some fluency from Fulham.
Yeah, Robinson.
And hoisted by Robinson. Bruno Fernandes goes down after a coming together with Willian. And finals, and Manchester City will play Sheffield United in the other.
One of the form teams at the...
Tete on the outside. Mitrovic beaten in the air. Bruno Fernandes goes ahead of him. The other way is Weghorst. Wout Weghorst. Tim Ream into an ideal area, such a temptation for his teammates, and yet no one thrust themselves, and Harrison Reed has got on the end of it. And Pereira waits, and so does Willian. And that might have been a lot worse for Manchester United. Pereira. Bruno. Free kick Fulham.
Well, Fulham have put a couple of good crosses into the box. And Manchester...
Pereira. Bruno Fernandes. Clutched by Leno. Mitrovic trying to free himself. He couldn't. Pereira. Ream. Too strong for De Cordova. Rashford to Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Not by Diop. Rashford. And Weghorst stretching. Ream doing his best to put him off.
Just wonder whether he could have thrown himself at that Weghorst rather than stand on his feet. Was he offside when the ball was...
Harrison Reed's done well here for Fulham. And Mitrovic goes down, and Chris Kavanagh turns his back. Rashford. Tete. That yellow means he will be suspended if Manchester United reach the semi-final. Mitrovic with a glimpse of goal at the Stretford end. Weghorst, Sabitzer, and Rashford. Goal kick at the end of it.
Yeah, the ball changing hands several...
Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Angled long. It's Kane Tete who... Bruno Fernandes. Sancho. And that should be Leno's. Bruno Fernandes. Into an area that caused immediate confusion and consternation. Sancho.
Situations.
Chance for Manchester United to draw a rare save from Leno. Sabitzer letting fly.
Sabitzer
somehow bypassed Rashford. Tete.
The referee is indicating a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Schaupolinia. Once more, Willian. Beckhorst, Sancho, McTominay. More content of the two managers with a half-time score at Old Trafford as we send you to Kay Murray and company.
But a great game.
And we now know that Sheffield United's reward is going to be an FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City.
Problem for them, not just Manchester City. They've got two players in their side that played well today.
Just tie as Eric Ten Hag and Steve McClaren head back towards their seats. And then it's Anthony Robinson who has the final effort on goal, and it's a corner.
I just wonder whether Willian
lets fly and draws a decent save out of De Gea. The US. This is Pereira. And a chance and a goal at long last for Alexander Mitrovic. His first since the turn of the year. And Fulham, the outsiders on the day, lead at Old Trafford in the quarter-final of the Cup. And worryingly, for Manchester United, they have a casualty. Marcus Rashford is down. Of course, Rashford, who seems okay again now, and Bruno Fernandes.
Well, Martinez decides to go long here.
Brought down by Pereira. Paulinho. Just one back by Bruno. Pereira it is.
Games.
Corner in front of the Stretford end with an hour played. Oh, Sancho has the chance. And Willian gets back, keeps his hand out of the way, does he? And it's a corner despite howls for a penalty.
Well, I think he's saying it hit massive call in the game here.
We may see this as the turning point because it is a penalty. Fulham are down to 10. And Manchester United have a route back into this cup quarter-final. And Mitrovic is in danger of talking him. Quarter of an hour of the 90 minutes remaining at the Stretford end of Old Trafford. Manchester United in peril up till now, but now level. And with a platform to go on and claim a semi-final place against 9 men.
Good composure. Bruno Fernandes passing it into the corner.
Standard ban for Mitrovic. Here's Sancho. Now it's Shaw, and it's turned in by Sabitzer. And Fulham's FA Cup dream of a semi-final is disintegrating all around them. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Manchester United.
Well, they haven't even had time to reorganise themselves, Fulham. What shape they were playing. All smiles from Alex Ferguson. And Sabitzer, who hasn't really affected the game that much, gets himself on the...
As Manchester United should have. Bruno Fernandes. It is 3-1 again. With emphasis. Third round v Everton. Fourth round v Reading. Fifth round v West Ham. Quarter final against Fulham.
Yeah, it's
A fine goal and a fine finish. Obviously, loads of space available, and it's that first touch that sets it up. But it's emphatic with the strike. Seen how cute he can be with the penalties. This is all about power. Big target to aim for. Put the laces through it. No chance for a goalkeeper.
নিজেদেরকে রক্ষা করতে পারলেও পশু-পাখি বা পশু-পাখিরা কিন্তু এটা থেকে আমাদের মানে নিজেদেরকে রক্ষা করতে পারে, কারণ তার তো ওইরকম বুদ্ধি নাই। মানুষ তো মানবের শ্রেষ্ঠ জীব আর কি সৃষ্টির। কারণ পশু-পাখি অসহায় এবং নিরীহ প্রাণী। কোনো অঞ্চলে জলবায়ু পরিবর্তন ধীরে ধীরে হলে অনেক পশু-পাখি পরিবেশের সাথে অভিযোজন করতে সক্ষম হয়।